Okay, this is how we're going to install an Escort YJ kit. We always start with the front, and I want you to get your 1-inch wide bar, come out to the outside. I want you to put it up there, and I want you to make a line, because you're going to be cutting this line, and we're going to be folding out this piece right here to fit our shoe. I want you to notch a little bit in here with the cutter so that this is easy to bend out. Now we have one over here on the other side already done. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And then you're going to take your shoe and the hole goes in the back. You're going to bend over this piece and get that up.
It'll go. The tongue's a little in the way.
All right. We're going to go for flush right here, and then we're going to go up all the way. Now, before we put this on, I do need you to weld in that little slot that you made so that that strengthens that up. And then you're going to weld this, you're going to weld here, weld here. Now, one of the things is some of the YJ springs have great big eyes, and this is for the big eye. So you want to make sure that if you have to clearance a little bit of this off, you do that before you weld all this up. So this is how we're going to put our shoes on that does both the Toyota axles and the Samurai axles by using a spacer on either side. We'll get into that a little bit more later. Suzuki. What we have is a bar that's running through here to line everything up. We've got it flush right here on the front edge, clamped on to the shoe, the saddle that we want to be on for the factory plate, and that's going to give us our correct position for Suzuki and Toyota. Now you may have a little discrepancy here on this one here. You have a little bit bigger gap. Here you've got a tighter gap. Don't worry about that. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to start working on the front shock hoops. And so this is a standard Samurai frame. What we want to do is plasma cut off, torch off, sawzall off, but we do not want this piece to come off. We don't want any holes in the frame, and watch out for your serial number. We don't want to block the serial number. This piece here, which is your old bump stop, we want to cut again on the frame without going into the frame. And this is very important. This is a support on this bend of the frame. So we're going to leave that right there. Just imagine if my hand was a knife. We're just going to cut that straight across the frame. You're going to run into different kinds of brake line mounts. This one's going to come off because it might be in our way. We'll put it back on later. So we'll show you what it looks like in the next video.
Now you can work at getting this cut off here and leaving the bottom. Grind her down some, but leave this plate. No reason to take that off.
I can.